You're in the mix with MBM Sessions.
Hit record as a meeting. Millionaire talk, we ain't tweeting. Blueprint spread on the table. Turn one stream to a label. Money moves, that's a language.
Water so cold you can't even see through the bottle.
From the block to the ballroom.
That bitch like a crystal.
Fast lane, dash lit, black tint.
It's like a crystal, you dig?
You're in the mix.
DJ Trezzy World, MBM Sessions. MBM Sessions, man. Money, business, music. Millionaire by Monday podcast. Damn, man, I gotta find my voice. Man. Haven't really been vocal like that. Staying to myself, staying quiet. I gotta find my voice all over. You know how you gotta find your voice if you want it to be deep or smooth.
You're in the mix with MBM Sessions.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of talk about that that Fuji. So I want to talk about a lot of stuff today. I'm gonna try to welcome in. I'm gonna try to talk about a lot of topics today. I got my son here with me. I'm watching my son, so try to squeeze in discussions where I can. Welcome to the stream. I don't got no menu or anything of how I'm gonna bring up these topics, but I just seen something that I wanted to talk about. All right. What? So somebody said, how long do you hold on? How long do y'all hold to a grudge? I'm going on 4 years with a coworker. It ain't even worth it, bro. A goddamn coworker, man. Although I am still upset with some coworkers that I used to work with. Some I thought we was cool. Some of them we don't even, talk or communicate anymore. I just had to look at the bigger picture when it comes down to this working shit. Like when it comes down to this working shit, only thing that really matter is just getting that motherfucking check at the end of the week or the end of every 2 weeks. A lot of people don't see your potential. They don't perceive the same stuff that you can see. They're not aware of it. So it's kind of like, I just stay to myself when I go to these jobs. I stay to myself. I swear I do. I stay to myself. Somebody put the to this day meme on it. Far as a grudge, I really gotta find out what a grudge means. So when we talk about grudges, so I'm gonna ask, what is a grudge? Because when I think about grudges, I'm thinking about like, oh, you did something to me a couple of years or months ago, so I'm gonna come back and get my grudge, or is that revenge? I feel like there's a difference between a grudge and revenge. Revenge is like you just gonna straight up get their ass fired, get them locked up, and all that shit. That's revenge. Let me fix my Yeah, it's a little vibe in here today. It's Monday. Millionaire by Monday. That's the brand. All right, so it got right here. A grudge is a lingering feeling or anger, resentment, or bitterness towards someone because of something they did. Especially if you feel like they, especially if you feel you were treated unfairly or hurt. Damn, damn. I can, I can honestly say I do carry grudges. Then a lingering feeling or anger, resentment, or bitterness towards someone because of something they did, especially if you feel you were treated unfairly. That's deep. That's deep right there. So, for example, if someone sort of you or wrong you, and you keep holding on to that negative feeling instead of letting it go, that's holding a grudge. People often talk about holding a grudge to mean they haven't forgiven or moved past a past conflict. Damn. I got a several fucking grudges then, because I'm still upset about some shit. I'm still upset about some work related shit. I guess that I guess that damn meme till this day is correct. Cause I don't know if I can just forgive and let go and not have a grudge. It depends on what it is. I ain't gonna say with everything. It depends on what it is though. It depends on what it is. Um I also seen that let's go through some more comments when people talk about holding a grudge. I've have So I don't want to turn this into a work related podcast today, but I've been through so much shit when it comes to 9 to 5 corporate America, the day to day, check to check type of shit. And I can honestly say I still do hold a grudge to and about certain people and certain situations. Um, I'm gonna be honest with that. There is some stuff that I've been holding in that I feel like that's kind of holding me back to a point where I should say something, but it's kind of like, is it worth it? See, I'm no longer in communication with these people, and I just feel like it becomes a point of time when you're working for certain people or working with other people. You got to be yourself, and you got to talk how you normally talk. That code switching and all that other shit, it honestly gets you nowhere. It gets you bitten in the ass and taken advantage of. As someone that's within this culture, I'm telling you the 100% truth. That shit would get you nowhere. That being a nice guy, that code switching, that trying to do this, trying to do that, trying to climb the corporate ladder. From what I've perceive what I've been aware of, what I've been through. I'm 30 years old. I've been trying to find a good, decent job since high school. Where everybody is respectful and you don't have to hold grudges. But in a perfect world, that's not the perfect world. It's like trying to get through hell, really. Like trying to get through hell, bro. Like, so somebody also said, I may forgive, but I will never forget. That's that's real. But so let me ask you this: in order to forget, you have to forgive, though, because if you don't forget, you're still gonna have that grudge. So therefore, you're not gonna forget it. So if you're not gonna forget it, you're not gonna forgive that person. That's how I feel.
If people don't like it if you're being yourself, fuck them.
That's how I feel. I see a lot of people and hear a lot of people say I may forgive but never forget. Also, somebody said I don't let it control my emotions anymore, but I'm aware of what they're capable of. Like some Darth Vader shit. Somebody said I have a half sister who I left on red 8 years ago and will never speak to again. I don't know if it's a grudge, but whatever it is, it's forever. Damn. Somebody dropped a Cardi B. Cardi B mean forever. At school, one guy broke my glasses by accident. I immediately stopped any friendship with the guy. This happened in 1991. Bro, he did it by accident though. Okay. I got another comment right here. A girl stole my Smurfette toy in elementary school. I still remember her name, and it happened in 1985. Damn, that's crazy.
Boy, just be yourself. If people don't like it if you're being yourself, fuck them.
That's crazy. I got one comment right here to say, I wouldn't say I hold a grudge because that takes energy, but I would never extend myself to that person and I would avoid any interaction that's not necessary. So yes, everything take energy, but is it like what type of energy though? Negative energy? Um, is that stopping you from doing anything? There are some things that stop you from it be stuck on your mind so much and on your mind so much that it kind of like holds you back. And that may be the things that a lot of people need to let go. But how can you let that shit go? Okay, somebody said at 23 years and counting with one, roughly 3 years with another one, these are forever. Amen. This which cost me no money. Okay, somebody said once you do me wrong in any capacity, I'll never speak to you again. I have a few coworkers that have been on my shit list for more than 5 years, and they gonna stay up there for fucking ever. Damn,
Boy, just be yourself. If people don't like it if you're being yourself, fuck them.
that's real. That's real. And I'm gonna be honest as well. Like, if I have too many grudges and too many mishaps and disagreements with too many people at the workplace, there's a good chance that I'm not gonna be there past 5 years. There's no way in hell that I can work a place where I'm having all these grudges and mishaps and outbursts and sidebar conversations and backstabbings, and there's no way in hell that I could work a place for 5 years. So I hats off to you. I'm not doing that shit. It can be 2 weeks to 3 months. If some bullshit bound to happen, I'm bound to get ghosts. And you know what they say? If you can't hey if you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. And that's one kitchen. I'm not doing all that shit at work. Being on your shit list for 5 years? Oh my God. Since 18th of February 2014, when my mom called me and marked me because my husband died. I haven't spoke to her since that day. That's the day she died to me. Oh, damn. That's crazy. Damn, so that was 12 years ago? So I'm gonna read this last one, and then, like I said, I didn't want to make this Millionaire by Monday podcast MBM sessions. I didn't want to make this um I guess a work related podcast today. I just was, going through my comments and my YouTube scrolling. So this is my last one for this segment. I think I'm gonna call this grudges. Do we all hold grudges? There's a manager in another department at my job who haven't said that word to me since December of 2019. We are in the same space and passing multiple times a day, every day. And as far as I'm concerned, she's an invisible woman. Somebody said, "Do you mean invincible? Did you spell check get you?" Um, you know how you get to these places where
Boy, just be yourself. If people don't like it, if you're being yourself,
I don't know how I'm gonna say this shit, but you know how when you get to a place where everybody there speaking in the beginning and they're saying what up, you getting to know them. You think you're gonna get to know this person every single day, but it's like once time has passed, y'all stop speaking. It'll be like every now and then, or head bob, or but it's just like it's crazy how society is, because you never know what people are going through. So yes, there are some people that you work with that can be invisible to you. I gotta read that one again though, because I'm trying to word it in a way and say it in another way. We are in the same space and passing multiple times a day, every day. As far as I'm concerned, she's the invisible woman. Fuck that bitch. Uh, you know what they say? Never get your honey where you making money. But besides that, there's a lot of people that you walk past every single day that y'all don't even speak no more. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Y'all don't even speak no more. You thought you were cool. You thought you had a partner or work related associates or whatever. But as time passed from your first day, you speak less and less and less to that person. Like, you see the people that they're around. You see the conversations and hear the conversations that they're having with other coworkers. Uh, you see how they act in the parking lot. You see how they act when they're driving off. If they pulling off with that music too loud. You know, sometimes you just got to keep a low profile. Stay to yourself. Stay to yourself. Sometimes you have to keep a low profile. A low profile, bro. And like a lot of people will get mad at your ass for staying to yourself while you're at work. You know, you're not trying to make friends or speak to anybody. You're just there to work. A lot of people will get upset at your ass for that shit. But it's up to you if you're going to tolerate. You can only tolerate so much. You know what I'm saying? So milk the cow as much as you can, and then find somewhere else. Find somewhere else. It's not an issue. Go back to school. Take some certification classes. Take some degree programs, some certification programs, certificate programs. Learn some trades, barber school. Man, I'm trying to do all that shit. Even with the son, I'm trying to do it all, every single thing.
You're in the mix with MBM Sessions.
Every single thing, bro. Oh, somebody dropped one more comment. Somebody said, I never forget when I was in preschool and this girl stole my comb. Her mother owned the preschool. This was 27 years ago. I don't get it though. This girl stole my comb. Oh, that's a lady that come in it. Her mother owned the preschool. This one. So are you holding a grudge from that? Are you holding a grudge from that though? Stole your comb? You know, back in the day, combs used to come 12 to 14 piece in a pack. And this was 27 years ago. I think you can let that go. That comb situation. You might as well say, fuck that. Say, fuck that. I'm out of here. DJ Trezzy with MBM Sessions.
You're in the mix with MBM Sessions.